yeah, what happened there? Yelle is gone. Tries to eye up Lolo. Thought about diving to the inside there. Headed as the mid-pack is, as here it comes. Snowstorm. Look at this. Lolo right on the tail of Jelle line. Good bunch of Marble diving into that first turn. Down the front stretch they go, drafting between the three of them. It's hot, it's humid, but who would expect anything less for the Race Forest Grand Prix? Hey everybody, I'm Greg Woods. This is quite a track. After this spade-shaped opening sector, it's been the second sector that has really caught marbles out, if qualifying is anything to go by. But the all-important third sector winds you down the front stretch through those final couple of S's first, and around the 90-degree left-hander to end the lap. There you can see, over 12.5 meters long, average lap time, over 34 seconds across these 18 turns. This is going to be a 15-lap race, and I can tell you those Team Primary fans are rocking with the bongos because they are excited with Rima on pole. And what a job Rima has done. Best qualifying all season after starts of 9th, 10th, and a DNQ. Speedy close behind, then championship leader Red Eye and Minty Fresh in Minty Fresh's first Grand Prix after 3 straight DNQs. The runners are in the blocks. Who will triumph at the Race Forest Grand Prix, round 7 of the Marbula One season? The lights are on. And we're rolling. Everybody shifts to the right side. Speedy takes the lead. Red Eye also gets by, as does Minty Fresh, and I think Ocean are also passed after a disastrous start by Rima. This is terrible for Team Primary, and Rima is falling back. 6th now and dropping. Comes up into 5th. Red Eye, Speedy, Minty Fresh, Ocean. Both also up now into 7th place in front of Yelle and Limelight. Speedy takes the lead heading into the third sector. That is a difficult spot right at that third sector line. Completing the first lap, a good draft by Minty Fresh. Takes 2nd place. It's Speedy cleanly off the gate. Oh, and a hard hit there for Minty Fresh. Same thing happened to Red Eye in the qualifiers. That is a dangerous part of the track if you're not paying attention. I think marbles are shifting to the right, heading into that first turn, but it happens so quickly. I mentioned in qualifying, this track built on the beach, so the foundations are shifting. This is a rough track, same thing with the walls. I think that's what happens into the third sector also. But having no trouble at all, Speedy. Look at Ocean blocking Red Eye down the front stretch. And Pulsar up into 4th spot, currently fastest lap, gained 7 positions in that lap alone. That's saying something for Pulsar, whose last finishes have been 13th, 7th, 13th, and Pulsar qualified in 14th. Now up into 5th spot. That is tremendous. The lead for Speedy is coming down. Ocean, then Red Eye, both Pulsar, Waspy, Limelight. Minty Fresh has fallen all the way back to 8th in front of Azure and then Yelle. What's the lead? Coming across here at the end of the lap. And it will be 7/10 of a second. Waspy clocks in the fastest lap as Red Eye goes into 2nd place. And then a gap back to 2 blue marbles, Ocean and Bolt, in front of Waspy. Pulsar moves up into 5th place. Red Eye, a great move out of the first sector to take the lead. Behind those fronds. And it's Red Eye in the expected position of 1st. Winner back at the Aquamarine. 2nd place at the O Raceway, and a disappointing 8th the last time out at the Arctic Circuit. And look at Red Eye, by almost 1 full second, has carved out a new fastest lap. That was an amazing lap. Speedy, in disbelief, trying to chase. Speedy also put up a decent fastest lap as well, because that gap is about as... Oh, wait a minute. We've got a yellow flag, and Razzie is stuck at the beginning of Sector 2. We're hearing that the safety marble will be deployed in an attempt to dislodge Razzie. This is crazy stuff. Here's Red Eye chasing the safety marble, and there you can see just past that line, will the safety marble dislodge? Yes, great work by this track's safety marble. It's gotten a lot of use so far in this series. And the safety marble doing some work. Red Eye in the fray has dropped the lead down quite a bit. Speedy is now just 4 or 5 lengths back. as they weave down the front stretch and across the line. 0.4 of a second, then a 3-second gap back to Waspy. Bolt, Ocean, Pulsar, Yellop, and Lime as we are nearing the midway point of the Race Forest Grand Prix. Taking a look at the racer's eye view on the track from Red Eye. Clear track up ahead, at least for a few corners. And then you've got Razzie. This is a 2-marble race developing thus far, and this is as close as Speedy's been. Through the third sector, fended off nicely by Red Eye. And I think that might have woken Red Eye up. The gap is exactly as it was just a couple of laps ago, 0.45. Not much movement back behind. Oh, and as I say that, Pulsar says, I want a podium, and moves into a clear third spot in front of Bolt. Waspy, Yellop, who's been climbing steadily. Ocean, Snowstorm, who's been quiet. Azure and Honey, same thing to be said there. Red Eye's lead, growing. Down the front stretch. Snowstorm, by the way, started dead last and is up into 8th. What's the lead now? Over 1.5 seconds. Pulsar into third spot is 3.8 seconds behind. Bolt is over 4, Waspy over 5. This first sector, and the marbles are very close. You can see that midfield battle developing into a barn burner here. Shifting by the corner, it seems like. And now everybody holds station, moving through the second and third sector. There's Razzie in dead last, and possibly going to be lapped before the end of this. Red Eye up to 1.8 seconds. Yellop jumps a spot, Azure jumps 3, Waspy plummets 4 into the edge of the top 10. Ooh, that move is holding up Red Eye. The blue flags are out. Red Eye not very happy. Can Speedy capitalize? Red Eye is going to attempt once again in the third sector, perhaps? No, backs off. That dirty air is, I think, affecting Red Eye. Speedy says, thank you very much, Razzie. Ooh, almost made the move. And look at the lead. Way down to 0.2. Just a few laps remaining, and then there's that gaggle of marbles in the mid-pack. Snowstorm up to 6th. Ocean jumps 3 spots up into 5th. Now falls back to 6th. Red Eye can't get the move done. Speedy whizzes by and will now have to deal with Razzie. You wonder if there's going to be a protest at the end of this for Razzie not getting out of the way. But then again, on the end of the lead lap, Razzie is allowed to fight. Speedy uses the draft beautifully and dispatches the 16th place runner. Red Eye now has to get by once again, but Razzie's not going away. Retakes the spot to unlap. Another blue flag being deployed as Speedy has fallen back into the clutches of Red Eye, who's getting a dose of similar medicine. Oh, difficulty there for Red Eye, falls 8 or 10 lengths back, but a great entry into the third sector, and Red Eye is into the lead once more, with just 3 laps to go. This has given Razzie some breathing room. As we look farther back in the field, it's Speedy, Bolt, Yellop, Pulsar, Azure up a spot, Snowstorm, Waspy, Ocean, and Origin rounding out the top 10. Razzie still holding in 16th place, but Rima, our former pole sitter, is in 15th. What a fall from grace. Good battle developing among the top 2 once again. Speedy is right up on Red Eye. Razzie, well out in front. Red Eye weaving back and forth, trying to break the draft. 2 laps to go. Through this first sector, separated by a length, but after that brief contact, Speedy's momentum completely gone. Red Eye gets by Razzie only to be hit. Red Eye is back behind, and Red Eye is not happy. Turning, perhaps the namesake color, after the antics of Razzie, who is again allowed to fight to stay on the lead lap and is doing a momentous job. Final lap, ready to begin. Red Eye's lead is 1.2 seconds. The rest of the field separated by a wide margin behind these top runners. Speedy can see Red Eye in front. Down the back stretch they go as we look at the rest of the field. Red Eye trying not to get caught up with Razzie but that lets Speedy close in. Into the third sector. Speedy just a few lengths back. The gap is dropping. Onto the front stretch. Weaving around, Red Eye will hold on and capture the win. The second of the season and the first repeat winner of Marbula One. Lime also got stuck. We're hearing, you see the yellow flag out there. Everybody has finished. Checkered flag already waved. No safety marble necessary there. And Razzie does not finish in last, amazingly. But Lime does. That's finishes of DNQ, 14th, 15th, and 16th. By the way, thank you to our patrons on Patreon for making this track possible. And we also want to say, be sure to check the channel to find out the latest rewards that are available. 2 yellow flags in this one, covering over 190 meters. That great fastest lap, 32-second, goes to Red Eye, who also gets the win. A full slate of points, at least on race day, not the 1 point for getting pole position, that went to Rima. But Red Eye and the Crazy Cat's Eyes extend their lead in the overall championship, and Red Eye extends the lead in the individual as well. That had been over teammate Yellow Eye, if that's any marker of domination here. Also want to give a Patreon shout-out. Quote, I was hoping my first shout-out could be a thank you to my husband Pete Nagurney, who celebrates my victories, mourns my defeats, and who always has dinner on the table when I get home. That mid-pack battle, I wish we could focus more on that, but the lead was back and forth. So much drama at the front, but look at all of the marbles within just a few lengths of each other. This racetrack actually raced pretty well. Momentary lapses of judgment like that one lead to overtakes, good opportunities for drafting down the backstretch and front stretch, and as a result, the Crazy Cat's Eyes are blowing it away, 128-80 over the Thunderbolts, who move into second spot. Savage Speeders are also up 4, as were the Snowballs down in the mid-pack. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.